Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo Kachu to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. Giving Dreams a little break because there's just so much there. And new games are going to come out pretty soon. I think it's September 1st. It's spoopy season, fuck you. It doesn't have to wait to be fucking October. Today while I was out and about, it just reminded me, I'm like, oh shit, it is. Somebody had, like, passing by in a car, had just the skeleton just in a back seat, just like window down. It's just like putting its head out like it was a dog, and I'm just like, rock on, my fellow freak. Like, September 1st, skeletons, it's like Skelly's riding, you know, backseat shotgun. Like, I'm not even sure that's legal, but fuck yes, rock on. So that's awesome. And then additionally, I just binge watched, HBO Max has Interview with the Vampire, the series. Temporarily available. Normally it's on AMC. And, I have really had my, like, I wasn't gonna get, I don't have a lot of these things, and I wasn't gonna get the thing just for that. I don't know what else is good on AMC, but I did really want to see it. And so I was really surprised it was there, and I was just like, fuck yeah, if it's only here for a short time, I'm gonna get through this if I can, unless I just hate it. And I could tell by the first episode I was totally down for it. Like, I really like it. I've read the books, like, not every single one of Anne Rice's books that are from the Vampire Chronicles, I think as they're spoken of, but I've read some of them multiple times. Have my favorites, blah 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 blah. They're all great. I like them. I love the whole world and the world building and all that. Really like the movie, different than the books, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. Second movie was meh. I think they might have made a third one, but I may have blocked that out. I don't remember. I still like the second movie, just could have just whatever. The series is a total departure from it. It's like a multiverse thing. Like, if you just like the world and you're willing to just tolerate that it's got the same flavor, but they've changed a lot of the details, and you can just accept that and just go into it with, like, being reluctant, you know, being like, well, what have you done? Like, how's this gonna turn out? It was really good. I really liked it. It only had 7 episodes, and I did it all in one day, and I was just like, now I'm sad. I don't know if they're even making a second season. I think they said they were, but I'm not positive, and I think I heard they were, but the acting is really good in it. The writing is really good. I really feel like it fits Anne Rice's whole vibe, and it seems sort of modernized-ish. And I think they cast, like, the changes that I knew that they were making, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but you know what, I'll give it a shot just because I'm a fan. And I was surprised how easily I was just like, that doesn't bother me. I think the thing that bothers me the most, and this is not like a spoiler, the thing that bothered me the most is some really petty shit. And it's that vampires can, like, eat. They can, like, consume food. They don't enjoy it. It doesn't taste good to them. It's not like the old legends where it's like turns to ash and their tastes like ash or something like that. But it's just like a chore no matter how good it is. It's just, it basically all tastes the same, and it's just not pleasant. But they can do it to keep up appearances, which is really helpful. That was one of the things that would really be a problem as a vampire. Being only awake at night or only seeing people at night isn't that weird, especially if you're in the right type of city. Other stuff harder, but that's one, you know, if you can simulate breathing with effort or just easily, and you can eat, that makes living among mortals so much easier. But I really liked it. Like, I was sad. I did not intend to spend all night like all day. Just that I didn't expect to be that to be my day. I was surprised it was available, and then I watched. I'm like, I'll just watch a couple and blah blah blah. It's like I ended up watching fucking all 7 of them, and they're like an hour or almost an hour each. 45, 44 minutes, somewhere between that and whatever. And the acting's amazing. It's just so different. But if you're okay with just being like, after, I mean, I've read these things, I was like, it's kind of nice to see something new. Because I don't really know if anything is happening on that front anymore. Vampires, there's always new stuff coming out with vampires. There's always a million things with vampires. But the it was real big for a while, and the market is ever flooded, and it's just, most of it's not very good. I actually really enjoyed this, and I hope that others enjoy it as well. And we'll check it out, and they'll make more, because I thought it was worth it. You just got to be open-minded. But it made me want to play this, because I was enjoying that, and then I got into Dreams, and I think I was doing something else. I still have not played that other thing, but yeah, so I felt like spoopy season, vampires, been doing it all day, let's just go fucking, like, let's go into spoopy season and the whole, you know, fuck you, it's already the month, it's October's Eve month, you know, like, that's all there is to it, apart from Green Day and some other select things. September isn't like a huge, it's like, it's a month. I don't like to think about a lot of things in September, things that utterly changed America and the world and all that shit, but etc. It's just sort of an awkward month for me. So it's October's Eve month. But yeah. So vampires, because I feel like vampires. And I didn't finish the game, and I was kind of enjoying it more than the last one. So, anyway, yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, Dreams is cool. Check out Interview with a Vampire, the series, with an open mind. I think everybody did a great job, and I think that some of the changes they made were good moves, especially with Claudia. I think that was a good move. The actress who plays her does a great job, I think. I think everybody does a good job. But I think she has a complicated and difficult character, and it was good the changes they made. I think it made sense. But anyway, on with the show now that I've spent 10 minutes talking about something unrelated, or why I'm back doing this game. Guess that's enough human interaction for one night. Apparently I was about to bail. I think I just bailed. Like, I think I watched the last one, and it's like I was like gonna take a minute. Once more, it's a big beat burger. Into the last food joint I'll ever know. Wait, what? Am I going to die? Oh, the usual. A cup of coffee for the goth girl who just sits there. First time I used this line, I wasn't sure it would work, but I've gained enough notoriety among the staff that it does. The cashier just smiles, nods, charges me for 1 black coffee. I don't normally regular anywhere enough like that. When I do, I don't think I would be so like, I'll have the usual, you know? I'm surprised when people remember my name. I'm just like, don't remember me. I'm not here. You didn't see anything. But some people are really good with names and faces, and I'm not good with either. So I'm just like, haha, woo! I don't know if I know you. I eventually get used to it, but still, it takes a lot. I can imagine them instructing the newbies. See that emo weirdo? Here's how it is. She always orders a single cup of coffee. Nothing else. She doesn't even drink it. As a person who has worked in food service, not at Big Beat Burger, mind you, as a fictional place that looks like a upscale Burger King, sort of. It's like all of them together. I would probably, if I were working at such a place, I would tell somebody that. Like, yeah, no, this is a thing. Like, I'm bad with names and faces, but that's what, like, you know who they are. This is what they do. Like, just so you know. I've had regulars at other places and just been like, this is, like, I don't necessarily know their order because I don't do the ordering process if I can avoid it. But if I do, you know, I might know what their drink is or how much ice they want or that sort of thing, how much they want it refilled, or if they, whatever little thing that they have that's a little quirk that's just easier to be like, this person's this way. They show up at this time, these days, every time, that sort of thing. Like, they're really cool. Or do not talk to them. They come here all the time and they just want to be left alone. Like, they will ask you if they want something, that sort of thing, just as a thing. It's like, single cup of coffee, doesn't drink it, yeah, whatever. Probably wouldn't take a single sip, even if I was still alive. This stuff is just trash. But at least being a buying customer gives me an excuse to sit here as long as I want to. For what? Like, how much does a black cup of coffee cost these days at a place like this? Maybe $3? Or whenever this came out. I don't know. I'm gonna say about $3.50. You know? And if they don't bother you, fuck it. You know? They'll leave you alone. I wish I could use one of those self-order kiosks to minimize human contact, but touch screens don't exactly like me. Not too long ago, I managed to blue screen 10 of them in a row. How does one do that? How do you be like, even as a new vampire, not being told, like, oh, by the way, electronics, yeah, they hate you now. All kinds, all of it. Like, no reflection, you don't show up on cameras right, so try not to commit any crimes because people will be like, what's going on there, and that causes attention, and cameras are everywhere all the time. Actually, being in La Sombra would be a huge problem in certain places, really almost anywhere, because cameras are everywhere. You know, people just be doing a TikTok dance and you walk by and then now it's like, what the fuck was that? TikTok. That's how you third Inquisition or second Inquisition the fucking La Sombra. TikTok. No, seriously, stay away from that shit. It's more dangerous than like actual addictive substances. It's like, but how do you do 10 of them in a row? How do you do one and be like, oh, that sucks, and then just immediately walk to another one and then have the same shit happen and just be like, maybe it's just a coincidence and just do it 10 times in a row. It's like, at that point, you're just being a deliberate vandal. You have to be like, either stupidly stubborn to an extreme degree, or being like, yeah, fuck your screens. Ah, well, the good news is, it doesn't look like I have anything to do tonight, except for chill here, chain smoke with your crappy thing, and look like a hot goth girl, taking up a whole booth in the corner, which is like primo real estate, next to a no smoking sign. Ain't nobody gonna say shit. Everything's sort of pulsing, like she's sort of like getting slightly closer and slightly farther away. Things are sort of moving, but not in a seemingly significant manner. The bad news is, it's because every kindred who matters is having fun at the hole right now. It's not like I wanted to go. I just wanted them to invite me so that I could tell them to fuck off. Yes, very much your character. I don't want to go. Or alternatively, a lot of introverts. Just like, I don't want to go, but it would be nice to be invited. It's like, not to tell you to fuck off. And then some introverts are like, oh god, no, don't invite me. Jesus. Like, that's just awkward, because then I have to tell you no, or I have to go. Either way, it's terrible. Like, some want to be included, or have the opportunity, or the choice. Some don't. Humanity, you fools. You silly fool. Silly goat. I scan the entrance to the restaurant through my peripheral vision. Am I naively hoping someone will come and save me from my misery? Guess I am. Please, please, please let somebody come and get me out of here. I guess this is sort of her office, so she's hoping somebody will show up, but don't you get... I don't know, I know some people can't send you a text or call or anything, but... you could secret vampire courier pigeons? I don't know, man. Somebody... What kind of... It doesn't make any sense to put you in this position because you can't use technology to communicate in general. You need like a go-between. So, what, you're just supposed to just sit around there all the time? What a waste of your life. A prince, a princess, a knight in shining armor, a fairy godmother, a passing huntsman, big bag wolf, Mia Jovovich, and Diesel. Why? Why? Why those two? Now, Mia Jovovich, she's in all sorts of crazy movies, and she does, like, her choices for movie stuff, I'm just like, huh. Didn't know you'd be in this. Like, I felt like you were too big a star for this. You just kind of like to do stuff. That's just like, the stuff you see her in, you're just like, what does your agent, do you choose this, or is your agent just like, nah, people approach me and then there's like this little spinny deal and I got this little wheel on the wall for you and I just spin the wheel and most of them are like yes, and then some are yes but, and then some are yes and then some of them are no. It's just like, but most of it is yes. And then you also have to say yes. Azalea Banks, I don't know who that is. I know Vin Diesel, obviously. You know, he's Groot from, it's like, what? Just go with that one. Yeah, he's Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what he's most known for. It's his biggest role. Sorry, no disrespect, man. You're actually pretty, you seem like a decent guy, or at least you're not terrible actor. I like a lot of the movies you're in. You're the, you know, you're action hero guy. Have a Corona, you know, whatever. I have no idea who the last person is. Hell, I'd take anyone at this point. Pauly Shore fucking walks with Carrot Top. Sorry, no disrespect, both of you guys are actually probably pretty decent. It's like, you've had your moments. I was just trying to think of, like, some of the most, what people would consider some of the most, like, annoying types of actors, and those were the first two that popped into my head. Fucking Gallagher's there. He's already got a watermelon, and you know, fucking his hammer and shit. That's... It's like, this is like some of the people that I'm like, yeah. Fucking... That one guy who made the apology video about posting shit for the, like, YouTuber that did the Japanese forest that is, like, the forbidden forest. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. He seems like he belongs among that. He's probably, like, I feel like both everyone else I listed would be offended that he fits that. I just kept trying to go farther and farther down. Yeah, just like, not that was in the order. Yeah. Anyway. Visualizing, tapping into the power of my subconscious, materializing my dreams. Yeah, he's gonna manifest that shit. But be careful what you wish for, because you're probably going to get something right now, and you're probably not going to like it. Nope, doesn't work. Looks like you're eternally stuck being a nobody in the corner of a shitty restaurant. Sweet little Julia, on life's a bitch, and then you don't even die. I mean, statistically speaking, vampires do. Just because you have a longer lifespan, unlife's dangerous in the world of darkness. You know, it's... You piss off the wrong person, you can get yourself 86'd. You get yourself caught. It's pretty dangerous, actually. Like, it's like, okay, so you got an extra 80 years as a 20-something. It just gets more and more dangerous, you know? I pretend to read a book about psychoanalysis I stole from Dakota for a while. Did you steal it, or did you borrow it? Aren't you guys like roommates? She would have let you borrow it. If you're like friends slash lovers slash roommates slash dating, I feel like, unless you're never going to give that book back, it's not stolen, it's borrowed. Even if you didn't ask for permission, if you're that close. Having found it too mentally taxing, I switched to pretending to read a Stephen King book, which I also, again, borrowed. I wonder which Stephen King book it is, though, but they probably won't title drop. He's got so fucking many, man. Like, I've got one within, I can see it. It's like, I can look at it right now. I'm pointing at it. It's if I stood up and leaned towards it, it's within reaching distance. I've already read it. Well, it's a novella, but I've read it like 3 or 4 times at least. I got it for a friend, and it's just here. I've got a couple, yeah. He has a bunch. After the terrifying realization that it was written in the last 15 years, therefore contains no amusing drugged-out rants about troubled childhood in Maine, I switched back to looking at the entrance. Ouch. Gonna have to talk about his... Yeah, alright. I haven't read any of his recent stuff, so I don't know. I don't know what the most recent thing I've, you know... Harsh critique, but I haven't read any of his real recent stuff, so I don't know. That party must be so stuffy and trashy and boring. Yes, you sound so... yeah. At this point, I'm no longer looking for salvation. I'm asking for amusement. Normally, you just people watch. What's wrong? But it doesn't come. All I get is boring bozos in normcore clothes. They walk in, take care of their business without doing anything to amuse me, and walk out. Aw, you don't get any, like, Rick and Morty fans that want to, like, hop on the counter and screech? Or, what was it, the other time in this thing they had, like, an actual fight? Like, somebody just, like, took out a drugged-up, half-naked guy or something? I forgot it. A few minutes later, after I lose all hope, a tall, elegant man marches in with a spring in his step. Please don't be who I think it is. Please don't be who I think it is. Please don't be who I think it is. He looks around, impatient, irritated. Then he notices the person he was looking for and reacts with visible relief. Please don't be who I think it is. He gallantly approaches my table, looks at me, and says... Oh, no, it's just Kadir. Cool. Woo! I mean, he could totally kill me. Like, that's Kadir. He could kill you at any time. But he wouldn't probably hear. I thought it was somebody else. I'm happy to see Kadir. That's fine. Now, that's curious. You shouldn't be here. Fairy godmother? Vin Diesel? Don't insult Kadir that way. I feel like Vin Diesel if not, he would never, he's never gonna see or hear this, but I feel like he might be, nah, I mean, I don't know Vin Diesel, but I feel like if I were Vin Diesel, and through the weird circumstance of things, I saw this, and I was like, getting compared to Kadir, be like, right on. Like, that's like, I'll drink a Corona to that, like, because Kadir's a badass. Big Bad Wolf, I'm gonna go with Fairy Godmother. Just like, what? Are you here to be my fairy godmother? That's gonna be so, he's not gonna like that. But I'm known to be quite vexing, and he's pretty much used to this at that point. Plus, Big Bad Wolf, it's like, that kind of expects bad things. Me calling him Vin Diesel, he's just gonna be like, who is that? What? ... is a fair response. Will you give me a wonderful dress and drive me to the party? Oh, fuck, don't get to be like that. Oh, but it's past midnight already. My dumb attempt at self-amusement does not faze him at all. He doesn't even roll his eyes. He just stares at me blankly. I'm gonna end this one just because I know I'm getting close to the thing. Oh, Kadir's just like... just Daria face. Just like, uh-huh. Right. Okay. That's alright. I'll be back in a second. He doesn't roll. He's like, I'm not even gonna put out the... I was like... No, I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction of my visible annoyance. I will just blank stare. Cool, 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 cool.